In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create the ND2 reporting rate line graph, displaying all the weeks of the year. So I'll go to my DHIS2 because I'm creating a line graph. Quickly, I go to the classic visualizer, which allows me to present the data using a line graph. I'll click there. So remember, what I'm creating is a line graph for the reporting rate. So reporting rate, you have to understand that reporting rate is a subset of data set. So I'll go to select under my what, under data, I'll select data set. Then by default, reporting rate is the first subgroup that appears under data set. So I'll create the ND2 reporting rate. Okay, so there we go. I've selected, so you can see it. I've selected the ND2 reporting rate. Then for the period, I want to create for the weeks last year, which is 2020. So I want to see how we performed in terms of on a weekly basis, how we performed. So what I'll do is this time around, instead of using the relative period, because I can't see the weeks for last year, I'll use a fixed period. So I'll come under fixed period, I'll select weekly. Then by default, what appears here are the weeks for this year. So I'll go here under previous year, I'll click previous year. So it gives me all the weeks for last year. Then I'll select those weeks. Okay. Then my org unit, of course, by default is Zambia, so I don't need to select anything under org unit. By default, Zambia, my mother org unit is selected. By default, it's always selected. That's one thing we need to understand. So I'll just go straight to update and update. So there we go. I have my bar chart showing the weeks of the year 2020. But I want this to be a line graph. So what I'll do is I'll select and update. Okay, so we have the line graph there appearing. So what I need to do now is to name my y-axis and my range axis and my domain axis. So I'll go to option. Now remember that your range axis is the y-axis, is this one, is the x-axis here, and your domain is the y here. So under the range there, I'll include, that will be percentage, because the rate is in percentage. Then under domain, I will include the weeks. Those are weeks. Okay. Then I'll come also, one of the things I want to add is a target line. So to add a target line, I go under data. It says here, target line. Okay. So target line, then there's a baseline. So usually our target, we desire to hit 100. Okay. Then our baseline, we always desire at least 80%. Okay. So that's our baseline, and that's our target. So here under baseline, I can say this is normally the recommended WHO reporting rate. So that's the recommended reporting rate. So I'll type it there. Then maybe on target, I can just say, okay, this will be our national target. Okay. Now I want to name my chart. So when naming my chart, I'll say ND2 reporting rate. Remember, this is fixed, so I'll say 2020 Zambia. So the reason why I've put 2020 is because I've used a fixed period, so I'll update. So the moment I update, there we go. I have my chart here. Okay, I have my chart here. So now we have ND2 reporting rate 2020 Zambia. But in this case, I can still get this Zambia and put it here. So what do? I'll just go back to option, cut it from here, and make it a subtitle, Zambia, and update. So it's now ND2 reporting rate 2020 Zambia. So there we go. We have created our chart. If you want to save it, remember always favorite, save it with the same title so that you can always create a dashboard. So this is how you create a line graph. So it shows you how we've performed across the weeks for the year 2020. So that's how you create your line graph. Thank you for watching.